I'm Jeanette Van Vleck. I've been teaching riding lessons for 30 plus years in this area.
My name is Vicki Nakamura, and I'm the program director here at True Vine Equestrian Center.
Vicki and I have been friends for a long time.
We were 4-H leaders together, and we got to talking one day and realized that we had the same dream, to somehow use our horses in some kind of a ministry.
We started praying about it. True Vine is what has evolved from those prayers, and over the years we've acquired property and horses and a lot of new friends and watched a lot of people grow and come to know the Lord in a special way.
Hi, I'm Grace Watson. I'm 12 years old and I've been working at True Vine for 1.5 years.
Hi, my name is Emily Fisher. I am 14 years old and I have been volunteering at True Vine Equestrian Center for 3 years.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I've been volunteering here about 7 years, and now I'm on staff, and I have been for the past year.
Hi, my name's Brooke Labby. Me and Grace go to school together, and she's been talking about it for at least a year now. So I asked her about it, and she told me it was fun, so I decided to come.
My favorite part of volunteering is getting to be with people that have good attitudes. Before I came to True Vine, I didn't know much about God and like horses. And now that I've been here for a while, I know a lot about God and horses.
Now I think about Jesus Christ more often, and I think if I do this, will this be nice, and will it represent God?
We incorporated in 2002 and then really started operating in 2003. God's timing is perfect, and we were able to purchase some additional property, and God just really directed us, and we could not have done this without Him.
We first of all serve able-bodied kids, and that being politically correct, children that don't have challenges, whether they be mentally or physically challenged. And they come out and they take riding lessons, and a lot of those children will move on to being some of our volunteers. They have a love of horses, they have a love of the Lord. And what's neat when we're teaching riding lessons is we find times when we can share the gospel with kids in a small way with teachable moments.
Sometimes a student will have trouble keeping their horse on the rail. The horse wants to keep walking to the inside. And one of the analogies that I'll use with them is it's kind of like our walk. First, what the horse does is starts to think about going off the rail. And then pretty soon you see that horse looking. And if the rider doesn't correct that, then the horse will take one step and another step and another, and pretty soon the horse is in the middle of the arena. Well, then it's twice as hard to get the horse back on the rail. It's kind of like our walk with Christ, because just like the horse, we start thinking about something that we shouldn't think about, and then we look, and pretty soon we take a step in that direction, and we end up in a place that we never thought we would be or we shouldn't be.
We also have programs where we have church youth groups out. It's been pretty amazing because we've had some kids from inner city, and to watch those kids that are so frightened of these big animals, and they manage to get beyond their fear and get on that horse, and by the end of their ride have a smile on their face. And it's great because I know Vicki went to Chicago, and she met one of the girls that was scared to death. She sat down on the horse, started screaming, and the horse stood there. What's wrong with her? We're very blessed to have wonderful horses. But she sat there screaming, and yet now she talks about what a wonderful experience it was to come out to True Vine and experience horses, those large animals, which they normally would not see in the big city. We also have pony camp. The little kids come out and they get an opportunity to spend time with horses, and also time doing stable management. Stable management, they learn about the horse. They also do some devotional time. They learn about God, and we are very lucky that we can continue to interject the Lord and His Word and how we can live our lives to serve Him and become better people, all in the realm of using horses. We have summer camp, and that's just a day camp. The kids come out, and these are the older kids. They'll start in the beginning of the week, and some of these kids have never ridden before. And by the end of the week, they'll be walk, trot, cantering the horses. And if you ask them what they learned, they can tell you some specific things they learned about riding, about relationships, and about the Lord.
We also have a horse rescue team. The theme verse for that is Luke 19:10, for the Son of Man has come to seek and save that which is lost. And through this experience, the purpose is to be able to share Christ through the horse rescuing experience. And last year was our first year doing horse rescue team, and we rescued a horse. Her name is Izzy. That's the name that she came with, and it just so happens that Izzy means set apart for God. And Izzy has impacted lives and is still impacting lives today. We have an annual praise ride event every year where the students ride their horses to praise music and demonstrate the skills that they've learned. We have usually a guest speaker. Sometimes somebody does a demonstration with the horse while sharing Christ and teaching biblical truths.
You are more beautiful than anyone ever. Every day you're the same. You never change, no, never.
One of the things that we didn't realize when we started was the impact that this would have on volunteers, as far as being able to mentor them and do Bible study with them. We've just seen amazing growth in many areas of the volunteers' lives.
Hey, I'm Brian. This is my wife Tara. We're the Biermans.
2 years ago I came on as just about a full-time volunteer, and I helped with the horses, I helped with the camps, helped keep Vicki sane. And this past year I came on board as staff. Last year Vicki and I spearheaded the Apprenticeship Discipleship Program, and that was a 6-week homeschooled class.
My name is Trisha Mauer, and I'm 15. I've been here for about half a year. The first thing I did here was the Apprenticeship Discipleship Program for homeschoolers. It's made me aware of a whole other aspect of horses, and something that's very fun.
Working with special needs lessons, those lessons are a lot different than working with the able-bodied students. Like, their skill level isn't as high, but they get to do a lot of really more fun games.
As far as working with special needs kids, a lot of people would say that they're handicapped. But as you start to work with them, you begin to wonder, who's the one that's handicapped? These kids have different things that they have as challenges in their lives, whether it be their legs don't work quite right, or maybe they are not as smart as someone that goes to college and gets straight A's. But the love they have and the way they share that love is something that we can all learn from.